So over a year ago, I made an Assassin's Creed video about if whether or not the Viking Age would make a good setting, like I have with other historical periods, except that one was based off of the rumours that a Viking Assassin's Creed game was in production. However, they were only rumours at the time, and the rumours were that it would be called Assassin's Creed Ragnarok or Assassin's Creed Kingdom. And now, more recently, about a year after, those rumours have been confirmed. There will be an Assassin's Creed Viking game later this year, except it won't be called either Kingdom or Ragnarok. Instead, it will be called Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This game will be released sometime later this year, however they haven't given a specific date yet, and the platforms will be the PC and both the current and the new generations of Xbox and PlayStation. Also, it's unknown as to whether or not the coronavirus has some way affected the release date. So this video will be about everything that we know about Assassin's Creed Valhalla so far, whilst also explaining my own personal opinion. Let's start with the plot. The protagonist is a Viking raider and clan leader named Eivor. But like Odyssey, the player will get to choose if Eivor is either a man or a woman. Eivor and his clans join the raids of the British Isles during the 9th century, where Eivor must forge a new future for his village and clan, and join the fight against Alfred the Great of Wessex, who looks like this in the trailer of the game. Speaking of the trailer, last time I played a trailer in my video, it got copyright striked, so instead I'll put the link to it in the description. And Eivor also once encountered the assassins, possibly being or once being one himself. We learn this from the hidden blade that he uses in the trailer of the game. However, an interesting point is that his hidden blade is on the top part of his wrist, whilst most other assassins usually wear them beneath their wrist. I'm quite interested as how this game will end, because in history, Alfred the Great did eventually win the war and drive out the Vikings from England. Let's talk more about the map. The game's plot will mostly take place in Dark Age England, more specifically the 4 English kingdoms of the time: Wessex, King Alfred's kingdom; Danelaw, English territory occupied by Norse and Danish Vikings; Mercia, and Northumbria. But an extremely interesting part is that it won't just be England. The player will also be able to visit Eivor's homeland of Norway whenever they wish to. So I can already imagine this map being huge. In my video about my ideal Assassin's Creed game, I explained why I wouldn't like a map that's too big, because if you make it too big, you're just going to make most of the map empty space. However, this isn't ancient Egypt, this is Middle Age England. And Middle Age England wasn't desert, it had plenty of villages and farms. So I don't think they'll make the same mistake they made in Origins when it comes to the map. I think this time the map will have a lot to explore this time. So far I'm very hyped about the map. Now let's talk about customizations and game choices. The player will be able to customize many things, from Eivor's personal appearance to the appearance of the soldiers that Eivor leads as clan leader, and that's a detail I'm fully on board with. But one thing I am a bit skeptical of is the game choices. Valhalla will be taking the same approach as Odyssey did. In fact, according to how it sounds, it will actually be taking it to the next level. You will be able to make many choices in the game that will dictate how the game plays out, from personal relationships to political alliances. And these choices also affect your settlement. That's right. As clan leader, Eivor will also be the leader of a village. And this village isn't just a place where the character starts the game in and then just leaves forever. No, this settlement is something that the player has to contribute to and develop. And just like how your choices dictate the game's outcome, it will also dictate the outcome of your settlement. And finally, let's talk about combat, including raids. In the game, you will be able to lead your troops to raid Viking strongholds and settlements, then use your loot to contribute to your own village. Another part about combat is that Ubisoft promises more variations of enemies, and a new combat system where you can choose to either let out your inner berserker or be more strategic. Also, dual wielding will be added. So that's everything that I know about Assassin's Creed Valhalla so far. Now here's my honest opinion about how I feel about it so far. I'll be honest, there is a tiny voice in my head that's saying, I'm worried Ubisoft will make the same mistake that they made in Odyssey. But I can barely notice that voice because a much louder voice in my head is screaming, Yes! Yes! Vikings in Assassin's Creed, bitches! Dual-wielding bitches! We're going to Valhalla! That was cringe, and I apologize. But yeah, pretty much, I'm very hyped, but also a tiny bit skeptical. But I am definitely excited to try this game out when I can. So that is just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.